My name is Andrea Hernandez, and I'm the singer, vocalist of the band Sugar Engine.
My name is Micael, and I am the guitarist, both rhythm and lead.
Hi, my name is JL, and my role in the band is I am the percussionist.
Hi, my name's Erika. I'm the bass player for Sugar Engine Band.
I've been singing since I was maybe 10 years old. At church, I started, and people just gave me a bunch of compliments, and I stopped, and I would do the regular singing in the shower, singing in the car. And then once I joined a band, I was kind of like, okay, this is cool. This is like a cool little hobby. But now we're taking it a lot more serious. So I think I have to start getting better at my vocal range.
I've been playing the guitar since middle school, and the reason I chose it is because my father was known for being a guitar player, and his nickname was the leader of the band, and sadly he passed when I was a child, and I wanted to carry something from him, and that ended up being what it was. And eventually, I reconnected with some of the people they played with, which is coincidentally my uncle, and that uncle has been taking care of a guitar that my dad owned, so that's been passed down to me. So it's just something in my family that I really like continuing.
I've been playing the drums since I was 5. I always feel like I want to be a musician. Music has always been a deep interest of mine since I was very young, since like 3, 4. I was always banging on things around. You hear that a lot, but people banging on things and then band their drummer. But no, I really ignited my fire to become a musician. Like a year after I started playing the drums, when I was like, because I started with initially the bongos and the conga drums, stuff like that. And I did that in church. I went to the drums because initially it was one of my cousins who played the drums at my church. And so I took lessons, and then I was like, I could take it from here.
I've been playing the bass for, honestly, I think it's been a year now. And I picked up the instrument because I was given it. So I was like, you know what, let me just pick it up. I'll just play. I like to, what I like to do is I like to go based off of the root note of whatever Micael's playing. And then I take that and I see what direction the song is going. And I just, feel it out, connect. My job is to connect the guitar to the drums. So I just feel it out, see what JL's doing, and try to mix them together as much as I can.
I feel like some challenges that come up when I sing are like the voice cracks and not being able to hit certain notes. It's like that doubting feeling where it's like, am I gonna be able to do it again? Or also losing your voice. Like when we're doing punk songs, I tend to scream a lot. So it's really hard to keep that perfect tone. I kind of just smile and look around and realize that we're all starting somewhere, and it's a really good group of people that we have, so it's a fun time, even if we mess up.
My biggest challenge is playing fast and finding the energy to play in ways that I'm not used to playing. For example, I'm used to playing slow melodic melodies. To get better, I'm trying to just look up videos on how to play different types of genres, different types of tempos.
Fight with myself to realize that I can really do it if I just take the time, calm down about it, and just push my way through it and tackle it head on and just keep practicing it.
I just find the best thing you can do is just to keep going and just to keep playing the bass,
The words I used to describe my bandmates were Erika. She's dedicated, very dedicated to what we're doing and try to keep us all together. Micael's very kind-hearted. You want to mess up, I'll say I mess up. It's like, no, you're good. Didn't even notice. Well, everybody really says that, but he's a very nice guy. And Andrea, she's pretty soulful. She puts her soul into what she's trying to say. Even if she doesn't have words, you can still kind of feel her singing along to it.
Cringe.
Annoying. Really, really annoying.
One word, chaotic, but in a good way. I know that's not one word, but in a good way. I feel like I feel like I met everybody in different places, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can see, I have a vision for how this is gonna go, and I think if we all worked hard enough, it could be something great.
Core complex, well, first, I like establishing a scale. I like establishing the key that it's in, or not even necessarily the key, but the certain notes that are included in it. and we kind of go based off of that. So we are a more punk-centric band, and we go off the chord progressions and the vibe, I guess, that's from those chord progressions, and I kind of just played with it, honestly. And we wanted something fast, we wanted something that hits, and we wanted something that's not too monotonous, but it still does the job of actually, one, it's trackable, it builds intensity over time, and there's a payoff, and that's pretty much the goal. I just have a lot of fun doing it, honestly.
You know, Micael came up with the original guitar part, and I was like, oh, this is great. And then I sat down when I was bored one day, and I just practiced it and added stuff. I tried, to be honest, I Googled up punk bass riffs. And then I went, okay, this is what I'm gonna do now. I don't know, I feel like with bass specifically, you just kind of feel it out. You just have to hear where the song is going. You have to just follow it.
Coming with that drum part initially, I believe it was on our bassist's partner's kit initially, and certain parts of it. Really, since like it is fast paced, but everything about my current kit has been holding me back a little bit when it comes in terms of playing. But at the end of the day, like I said, I haven't been able to practice it, but coming up with it and playing it is like very fun. Like I really want to make sure I have my parts down to the T when I play it. Every time I mess it up, like our other songs, like I'll mess up here, let's go back to it. Nah, this song, man, I'll be feeling it when I mess it up, man. I get mad, fighting mad about that.
The process of making Horror Complex was actually a little complicated. We had a first song that we had uploaded on our Instagram. You can check it out on Instagram, Sugar Engine Band. Yeah. But so we made that song, and it kind of ended up flopping. Not that it wasn't received well by people. I'm sure people liked it, but just by us, we kind of listened over to it again, and we were like, it's not the best, but we can take certain aspects from it and move forward with a new song. So that's kind of what Horror Complex was. And when I came up with the lyrics for Horror Complex, at first the song was about loving somebody who's addicted to drugs. And that came from a personal experience of mine with a friend who became addicted to drugs. And so it was from the perspective of, you know, having to go through that while not having to go through that, you know, like being a part of the experience, or not experience, but that trauma in a way that you can't fully understand because it's not happening to you. But then we kind of went completely off track, and now it's a song about like man eating and just ruining men, which I like as well.